Yes, we are doing it tech talk. Okay. So this is the so tech talk is very good, and I really like it that we are doing all this discussion. We are doing the actual problem, and we are focusing what we need to improve it, and we are sharing the information what I have learned it. So this is very good. I think in our company everybody should take a part in it and manage their work to take a part in it, and we should also share the information to all the people in India also, in Japan also. So maybe sometimes not everybody can take part because of time constraint. Then I think we should make the video. That I think already Alok suggested it. We should make the video, and we can share it on YouTube, and we can share to the team also. So this is a good thing. We have started. Everybody I want to take part, and everybody give the inputs, whatever it is. We would like to improve it, and we could discuss it. So for the tech talk, for the technology part, I can say that I am not the a brilliant like you guys. So maybe you are the most I think technology advanced guys. You know the Ruby on Rails, you know the actual coding, you know the client and everything. But honestly, say it will be difficult to impress me based on the technology, and it's very difficult to impress our client also by knowing the technology and actually giving the result. So for the technology part, I am very strict about our implementation. If somebody is giving me some suggestion, honestly I like it. Honestly I want to discuss it. But everybody, it's very few times I really impressed about that suggestion or discussion. Very few times, maybe 4 or 5 times. And if I'm impressed, I think, oh, that's very good, and then we are going to implement it. But sometimes we are, because of time constraint, we haven't implemented, but we will implement it one way or another way. Like one of example, before 2 years, I think around 1.5 or 2 years, Bhargav gave me the actual example of AWS Lambda, and he explained me the actual case study implemented by the American company, and they have used the Lambda and serverless architecture. So serverless architecture he explained, and I think he explained me for the 30 minutes. I really impressed. I think it's very good. It's a conceptually why we are doing it's very good. But implementation was difficult. So step by step we are getting closer. Step by step we will do it. We will implement it. But it's impressed. But why many times all of we are discussing, we are missing the main points. So I would like to give you the 3 things. First, the first point, I think most of our engineer will not like it, but let me give you the real world example for that. Tech is a computer. What I am thinking, tech is just a tool. It's just a tool for improving human life. Okay. So for all the technical guys, all the engineers, everybody should come to the ground first. And it's the only tool for maybe improving human life. That is more generic word, but I can say for our purpose, for our company, as we are giving the solution to the business, all the business companies. So to improving the business, their business, right? So tech is tool for improving their business. If there is no business, there is no meaning of tool. So don't think that we have the tech, that's why it's a business. Okay, for everything. First, there is a requirement, there is a business, that's why we are using that tech. If we think normally, you can see that tech, business, tool, it's almost same thing, we are implementing the same thing. But if we are thinking the sequence, then it should be first, then it should be second. If you really want to implement, specifically IT, like I'm not specifically IT, So we have to know if we are providing the solution to the client, if we are building our product, then there will be our customers. And for example, the corporate guys will be there, right? Who are judging us and who will check our application and everything. So first, if we are not understand the business properly, what is actually about, you cannot apply this tech properly. So technology is a good thing. We can change the many things, and we should be, because as we said that we build the innovation for better business. So that is a good thing, but we should not change the thinking for everything. Let me give you the example. For example, as what we have discussed, Bhavik said that I think maybe we should not deploy very frequently. Okay, so that is okay for our current write-on, for our current e-commerce project. That is correct. We should not deploy every day. Once a week, it's more than enough for the business. But we should not constrain that for the other side, for other projects, when it is really required. Like we said, the Facebook, Amazon, that is current scale for the write-on also, the current scale is very small. What they have targeted after 3 years. If we reach to that scale, I think there will be a release to the some point, to the some module, maybe every 2 days, 3 days. And we should be improving their e-commerce website in such a speed. It's a different thing that we are not able to do it. But if you want to improve it, the real business of e-commerce, and if you want to really give them a speed, then maybe we should deploy it more. So rather than I said that, if I say that as a tech point of view, oh, it's very difficult. If we release automated testing required, blah, blah, blah. If we release this problem will occur. If we release the technology, we don't have it. If we release our architecture is wrong. If we release this problem will come. Why we are doing these releases? Okay. So if not required, then it's okay. No need to discuss. But what if we require? Why we cannot do it? So I think we have to think reverse. What is the current requirement? And what is the way to release it? Sometimes we are releasing in once in a week, although we are getting the bugs. For example, same thing. For the line Haitian distribution, we have developed the things. We have the AWS architecture, we have used the cloud, but still we cannot auto scale it. If you think user point of view, my customer only mobile, 80% customer coming from line, which is based like a WhatsApp. So in Japan, write-on have the third most highest friends in line in all the Japan in the apparel department. I think first is Uniqlo and then Gap and then write-on. It's more than I think 1.5 crore friends. So company invested in that. They have made the friends. Now they are sending the messages. They are spending millions of yen for sending the message of promotion. Why they are sending it? Because they want to do the sale. They want to increase the customer. But when the traffic coming for the 5 minutes, our site is not opening. So, for example, we don't have a time and there are a lot of problems will be there. But if I'm going to design my application right now from this day, then our first target should be that write-on main customers are coming from line. They are sending a message to the almost 1.5 crore people every 1 week. So if you want to really judge the tech, then backtrack from that. That is the correct way. So this is one just example to feel. There are a lot of problems. We have tried it, and in project also we have tried it. We have improved a lot of things as compared to the other sites. As Bhavik said, that we have looked at the caching also, which we have missed it. So I think in a 2 to 3 months we will get the proper output. We will get it. But what we have missed, we just thought about the tech. We didn't think properly about the business. So if we apply it in a proper sequence, then we will get the best output, best performance, and the best satisfacted client. And that is the most difficult part for the tech guys, because as I said that we want to implement as a VeBuIn, but auto scaling is a problem, deployment is a problem, container is a problem, image is all a problem. So what I want to say, then start from that tech, okay? Because that is the very clear idea what we want. We have the very clear picture what we are missing. So if we think the standard of business, what requires the business, you will get the best tech solution which can be applied to the many clients. So I would like to first tell about the tech, okay? Second thing, tech, it's going to be a lot of processes for implementing it, like demo to real world application. 80 to 90% our knowledge is stopping here, most of time. Or maybe here you can say tech, then it will be you know the knowledge. We have the knowledge. I saw it. For let's face the fact. Most of our 90 and almost 90% engineers are stuck in here. They never able to implement to here. Why? Why is like that? Because doing demo, doing for the simple application, doing it for the fun, it's different. Developing it for the real world application, you have to think a lot of things. You have to think a lot of what problems we are going to face it, why we are going to face it, how we are going to solve it, how we get the solution of it. If you want to apply some tech, anything okay. If it's iPhone development, it's okay. If it's a serverless architecture, it's okay. If it's Amazon S3, it's okay. Anything. If you take this one simple thing, if you want to just set up the FTP server, it's okay. If you want to just develop SQL query and make something useful, then it's also okay. If you are going to apply something tech in the, if you want to apply, you want to improve it, you want to learn it, then you should go till real world application. So for that, we need a platform. And we need to take the time out of it to implement it by ourselves. After implementing, still we will get the, from out of 100, we will get a 70 to 80% result. Maybe 10 to 20-30% we can be missing. But this can be improved in the next phase. And after that, we will get the final solution. The real meaning of this tech. Anything, it's a web development, it's a Windows application, it's everything. Normally, all of our knowledge is here. And in India, normally, it's including me. If I'm knowing little bit, then we can say I know it. In Japan, otherwise it's different. If I said I know it, then its level is here, maybe here, second portion. Then I can say I can know it. If you have the knowledge and give the article, you don't know it. If you have developed the demo and tried few columns and this is it, you don't know it. You have to go here. You have to go here. So as Hasmukh said that for the TDD, it's a basic approach, it's the base of agile development, and what our current world is going, TDD and all this thing we are doing it, but everybody is still stuck here or here. Even after starting company in 4 years, still we are not able to implement it TDD here. If you ask is we required, then we required. So maybe there are a lot of reasons. There will be always a lot of reasons. So either you say that I know it, otherwise don't say it. But don't give the excuse. Okay. If first implement it, go here, and then we can say that we know the agile development. We can say the real meaning of that. We can say that we can do it. But if you want to do it, but we can't go here to here, we haven't implemented, then I think we should ask ourselves, really we are improving as a technology? Really I'm updating? Rails version will improve to 2.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. iOS version will improve. All the version will improve. So that is okay. We are using that application and everything and simple all the things. But sticking to the one application, one upgrade, I think it's not enough for the whole life cycle. For specifically, if you can say about our company, we are giving all the solution, one-stop solution to the end client, like right on. They just say, I want to build an e-commerce site. That's it. We done all that things, everything from designing to development, everything. If we are saying that we are the technology providing company, one-stop solution providing company, blah, 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 then we also have to improve with the technology to give the benefit to the client. So, what we can do to implement in a real-world application, maybe sometimes, maybe we can't do it. But for example, everybody's every time keen to learn it. Even in Saturday, Sunday, everybody is learning, everybody is reading the articles, everybody updating ourselves. What is the next technology? What is the next technology? What I would recommend, take one, go to the end. Maybe in a 1 month, maybe 1.5 months, and implement in your real world project. Suggest to your team member, implement your real world project. After implementing, give the real output. I can release the application very smoothly because of I implement TDD. I can go home 7 o'clock, 7:30 because I have implemented TDD with the best quality output. Whatever time is you go home, but I can say that in my project there was not any single bug because I implemented TDD. So if you go there, then you can share information to the other, and you can say that you know that. And obviously, you guys all here, you are the maybe current leader or future leader also. So once you become your leader, it's all in your hand. You can implement what technology you want. Normally, we are not going to constraint. And from now onwards also, we are planning the same thing. And in last year also same thing. Alok said me in merchandising system, I said that you just implement in a Ruby on Rails. It will be very difficult to implement with the Angular and backend. I would recommend in current timeline, it would be better to just go with the Ruby on Rails that will give the speed. The Alok said no. I think Bhargav also was there. No, we should implement this architecture. This will benefit to the client and we will get this knowledge also, and it will be very easy to maintain. I simply say yes, okay, implement. Then we will hire the front-end developer, we hire the back-end developer. But honestly, why I said okay? Because Alok was the leader. Alok was ready to take that risk. Alok was ready to remove all the obstacles if we face it. I will release the project. Wisdom at the starting of this. So as what I said, that take the time what we required, start learning from today, we will build the team and we can do it. So like it's not easy to implement by one guy. We can implement it. So if you are going to become a leader, you will get the freedom. In our company, definitely you will get the freedom. So everybody can go to here also. So what I suggest, just don't start here. It's not interesting. It's not meaningful. Not at all. Implement it. Give the real output, real benefit to the client. I have reduced the cost 20%. How? By doing this. For example, Amazon S3. As Smoke give the examples. Now we should start thinking where I can apply it. Everything is provided by AWS. Glacier is there. This all there. What are the scenarios where I can implement it? Maybe in e-commerce it's difficult. Maybe we can apply it to another system. Just keep your antenna open. When you get the requirement, let's implement it. If you implement it, you can compare the pricing. If I implement it in S3, it costs this. Because of Glacier, this costs only this. You can give the real output to the client.
You also reduce the cost by using CloudFront that we forget to discuss.
Yes. So after CDN.
Yes, CDN.
So that is what something will not be understood, or we cannot know the actual meaning of it unless until we are implementing it. We are facing it. And when we started implementing CloudFront and everything, we know all the problems are there. But when we cleared it, we have the confidence. And we know the actual meaning of CloudFront, Amazon S3, why it is good. Initially, we just implemented Amazon S3. And we thought that Amazon S3 is also providing, it is also CDN. But when we have implemented e-commerce site, S3 was slow. So that's why we know that why CDN is required. For the aging, caching, CDN required. But when we asked one of the Japan, the top guys who knows the AWS very well, there were two different opinions. In real world also there are two different opinions. Somebody will say that if you are implementing S3, if it is a one country site, then CDN is CloudFront is not required. It's a waste of money. And we thought that when we had implemented CloudFront. But when we released the site, our site was slow. And when we converted to the CloudFront, even we are accessing from the Japan, its speed is fast. It's fast. So everybody sometimes in tech world, everybody knows how to suggest it. Everybody knows how to give the opinion. Maybe they have read theoretically. But very few guys have actually implemented. And that is the real knowledge. Because you have all the answers. So I think it's very good if we can go just here for everybody. So Tech Talk also, we should talk, we should share the information, we should prepare the demo, we should update ourselves, but take something and go here. Take something, very simple thing, go here. It's not like that you have to do some complicated thing. Just take one simple one, go here and share with everybody. Everybody will see the difference. And by collecting this is going to be the good solution for ourselves. Everybody is upgrading. Little bit is also okay. But for example, Hasmukh can give some upgrade, Vishal had some upgrade, Karan some upgrade, and if we can combine three things, we can apply to the next project. Because we have the results. And we have the confidence. We have to do it. So that is the direction. We can change it for our company, for our client, and for ourselves also. So what I am contributing is really meaningful. That is the most satisfaction thing in IT world. More than your salary, for me. If I have developed something and if somebody using it, if I can see every day, I feel very good. I really feel that what I had developed, that was the meaning. If I have developed something and I don't know who is using it, why they are using it, is it really helpful, then there is no satisfaction. I have developed it. It's like your self-satisfaction. For actual satisfaction, you have to see it. You have to get the feedback from your users, for your client, for your customer. That is the real satisfaction. So it's not good that I am appraising myself. Maybe initially you can say, it's good. But for the long term, for the technology, what all the people our experience are here, I think we should focus on the satisfaction, what our customer is using it. Really they are getting the proper output. Really what we are building is making the difference. Then it's more interesting. It's more challenging and we are improving. So I think real world application we have to think. And third thing, tech should be simple. If you are talking too complicated, then either you don't know it
or you are
trying to convince yourself by explaining other.
That I know.
Okay. So sometimes happen. We know something, we can explain it, we can share it, we can say that we don't know. Either I don't have a proper knowledge, or either I'm going in a wrong direction. Second thing, simplicity. Don't get trapped in a complicated words. Some smart guy will come in a room, in a conference room, and he will explain all the complicated words. You said, I don't know that all the technology. I am not updated. Believe me, he's not the smartest guy. In IT tech world, if you want to be the smartest guy, your explanation should be very simple, that can be understood by, maybe let's start from engineers. For our same engineering team. In our company. And if you go one step further, if you are really going, you can explain to the end user what your technology is about, then it's more simple. So if you are explaining complicated, if you are getting trapped in some complicated and fancy words, I think that guy really don't know it. Maybe somebody is there, they know actual thing, they know actual meaning, and they are doing very good. But it's not like that. If you know something, that you have to explain in very complicated way. It should be as much as simple. Like as Steve Jobs said, he's not a tech guy. So that's why everything should be simple. So in many things in IT, it's very difficult. You know why I'm telling about the simple? Because I think before 6 to 7 years, I think Bhargav showed me one pictorial about explaining this. So for our client, it's like that. For example, one of our engineers is talking to our client. For client, what we are seeing over in, it's like an alien. And for our engineer, it's called, क्या बोलते हैं उसको इंग्लिश में पता नहीं, आदिमान. So this much gap is there. So if we are thinking that we are talking lot of fancy words, we know all that things, we know the complicated words, our client is not understanding, maybe our user is not understanding, maybe our leader is not understanding what we are to convey to say, then I think there is no meaning. And at the same time, you should not underestimate your client. If you are thinking that they don't know anything about tech, then you are missing a lot of things. Because your client know the things which you don't know. And your clients actually know the requirement because they know the actual business. So if you are thinking that why they are doing like that, then there is a meaning. You don't know that. We have to understand it. Sometimes we know the way only. We are not getting to the actual problem. Why they are doing like that? For example, they are clicking button, click button here, and 3 times he is doing like that. It's a long way. Why is doing like that? Why should I just simply click here? But most of the time, maybe he doesn't know it, that it can be possible. Or there is a meaning. There is some reason. There is his requirement that we don't know. It's if you are developing some simple screen, if you are developing some simple application, we all know that the client is not behaving the same way what we are thinking. What we are thinking that this user should supposed to go like this here. For example, we have developed the e-commerce site. There was a hamburger menu. Left side, we click here and we go to the category and brand and everything. And we have all the top page. When I thought that why I should click that hamburger menu every time. There is a top page. I will go click on a ranking and this. But 20 to 30% people was clicking hamburger menu. And after that, he was clicking on the category and brand. And when we get the feedback from the designing company, they were telling like that, no. In Japan also, there are a lot of illiterate people who doesn't know what is hamburger menu. So they don't know. So I thought, yeah, correct. The hamburger menu is not very important. But when we saw the ClickTel was the tool in which we can see the actual usage of our clients, in that we saw almost 20% people were clicking on the hamburger menu because they want to log in. So maybe they do the carting and something like that, but they don't know because in the past site, the guest login was not good. So everybody has the habit, repeated user, they first do the login and then they do all the shopping. So it should be smooth. So many people either was doing the member registration, login, and by clicking, somebody just keeping it and clicking on the category and brand. So initially we haven't thought so much about that hamburger menu. But as per our client route, the hamburger menu is very important. There are a lot of people going there. Why they are doing it, still I am not understanding 100%. But they are going there. So, if we think that why they are doing like that, then we are missing 20-30% customer point of view. So we have to think why they are doing it. It's so much important, and every time we missing it. Most of time we missing the basic things. User client. Why I'm telling simple? Because this client doesn't know about complex things. They only do the simple things. Just Bhargav said that. If I developed, I have tested all the cases and everything. When if we click the one button, oh, go on. Bug. Why? Because we are thinking too much complicated. We are not thinking the basic scenario. We are missing the basic scenario. So if I am watching my application, no, not press that one. Why? Oh, out. Even a mouse, look, a mouse, ऐसे करना पता चला नहीं गया. So normally, if we are thinking that our user is going to be complex thing, they are not going to think the complex. They will be very simple. But we are not understanding it properly. And there is a cases where we have to understand the complex things. We have to do the complex logics. We are doing the complex thing. But we have to adopt the skill to summarize it, to make it simple, to look it simple. So if we are developing complex thing and giving the complex solution, nobody is going to use it. As you all know that example of Google, Facebook, Apple, everybody, they are doing lots of complex thing, from the operating system to the hardware to the everything. But they are never going to talk about that complex thing. They are trying to make as simple as possible. For the as simple as possible, you really have to think about your client. So there will be 100 ways to implement it. From 100 ways we know that, but from 100 ways for our client, one way is the best solution. And it's very difficult to identify that one problem, one way. And why they are doing it? So for the tech also, if we are doing the complex thing, then I think we are doing something wrong. It should be simple. It should be explainable. You can write it by drawing it. So it's not about just a solution. It's about everything. Your presentation, your explanation, your solution. Everything should be simple. Your system architecture, your logics, your coding. Everything should be as simple as possible. One of I just got the example in our e-commerce this site also in KSI screen. KSI in like the card confirmation from last screen. I think Akshat was there. He was developing that nested form and everything. And I just got the feedback that it was implemented very complicated that no other engineer can understand. Why is doing like that? Why cannot we use the simple way? Why cannot we do it a simple way? There is also simple way. Why we are doing a complicated thing? So if we make a complicated thing, then it's very difficult to maintain it. It's difficult to adjust the client requirement also. It's difficult to handle by our another engineers also. So I think we should think about that. I should write the code that can be understood by anyone. So that's why we are choosing the Ruby on Rails, because it's more readable than C++ and everything other. That's why Ruby on Rails is good. It's more readable. It's more simple. It's very fast. It's towards the business logic. But the tech is also developed for that part also. So today, I want to everybody, tech, it's just a tool. Don't assume it's everything. Always there is a tool for the business improvement and there is a tech. If it's a tech and then it's a business, then we are doing something wrong. Second, tech, demo, most important is a real world application. If you are not implementing it, then you don't know it. Third, tech is a simple, it's not a complicated thing. It can be understood by anyone, it should be as simple as possible.